Hello and welcome to this Agentic Engineering Masterclass. We will be using Beam. So to start, we're going to create a project. Come up to Create Project. We're going to type in test_app. You can see here that we start with a working directory. This will be unique to your computer. Then we come into memory file. You can see here that we have a test_app.md file. MD stands for README. This is what we'll be using to unify project memory. We can start with Claude Code, codecs, a terminal window clean, or a custom command in the terminal. We'll start with Claude Code, click Create Project. Now you'll notice with Beam that if you do not have Claude Code installed, we will actually install the dependencies for you as a service, which is one of the nice features of Beam. So you can see here that we are in our project. We can find that we are set to go. So what we're going to do is exit out of Claude Code. This is step one. So you can start Claude either manually by typing out Claude, starting Claude Code. You can also start Claude Code by right-clicking, start AI agent, clicking Claude Code, and let this beam in. Now let's exit again. Or you can come up to this AI agent button in Beam and click Claude Code and let this instantiate. Now, whenever you start a new project, you want to start with installing project memory. So we come up to the Install Project Memory button. We come into the Test App pane here. You can see with a preview that all we're doing is instantiating this file. It's created at this timestamp. This is the project name, and this is the project memory. We're going to inject this prompt by clicking Install. And what it does is just inject right into the Claude Code session. Click Enter. And what this is going to do is allow Claude Code to understand that we would like to work from this unified memory file for this project. You can see that it's read the file. It's currently minimal, which is true. And it's ready to go and ready to build. Now, something important when you start building with AI agents is to use plan mode versus execution mode. If you hold down Shift and Tab, you can see here these various modes that are toggling. What we want to do is go into plan mode. Now, once in plan mode, you can start to define what you'd like to build. So let's say we wanted to build, let's build a Tic Tac Toe game. Now, what this is going to do is going to think about what you want to do. It's going to reflect on the goal at hand. It's going to think about the tasks that are required to make that possible. And then it's going to come back and ask a series of questions. So generally speaking, option number one is what is recommended or most common. If you are a beginner, feel free to just go with option one. If you're more advanced, you can go down the list here and you can select, let's say you don't want web, you want a mobile app, React app, or web app. Let's say you wanted an Electron at desktop cross-platform app. There you go. Let's say you wanted a macOS native app, Swift. There you go. Let's say you wanted to type something custom. You can use the arrow keys to come down to option 5, type something custom if you like, but we're actually going to go up to option 1 for the web and just click enter. Now you can read, you can have a 2-player local game with wind draw detection. You can have an AI opponent play against a computer opponent. You can have full featured with AI components, score tracking, animations, sound effects, and theme options, or you can type something to describe what you'd like. I'm going to go with basic only, click enter. And now that we have our plan set in place, we can click Submit Answers. And what's going to happen is the agent's going to think about our options and then craft a more detailed execution plan. And then we will begin the process of implementing this actual project. So let's just give the agent a second to think through this. Now, just remember, this is one of the best practices for agentic engineering is to allow a plan to take place. You can see here that the plan has been developed. It's presenting the plan back to us. Now, generally, you just click on yes, clear context, and auto accept changes. Let me move this one over here. So this basically just means it's going to clear the context to make room for tokens in memory. And it's going to implement the edits. Let's click enter. And now we will see that the agent will start building our tic-tac-toe game that we just come up with a plan for. Now, for anyone who's done software engineering before agentic engineering was a thing, this is pretty amazing technology. Back in the day, we would have to write all of this logic from scratch. We'd have to think about the CSS, look up Stack Overflow, all of these resources online. But now we can simply use this technology to build with our thoughts, our imagination, and then bring it to life. So you can see that there's gray text, right? Whenever there's gray text, it's a suggested line. So if you click the tab key, you can actually implement that text and then click enter. And what this is going to do is it's opening this index.html file. And you can see here it popped right into the browser. And you can see we have all of a sudden a Tic Tac token. Now it's pretty cool. And there we go. 0 wins. So thank you for watching. This is episode 1 of Agentic Engineering Masterclass. Please join us for episode 2. Hope to see you soon. Thanks.